In this tutorial, I'm going to showcase you how you can install Ubuntu 23.10 version in VirtualBox on Windows 10 machine. So let's get started. As a first step, let's download Ubuntu 23.10 ISO image file from official Ubuntu website ubuntu.com. From the download menu section, let's select Get Ubuntu Desktop and let's scroll down until you find Ubuntu 23.10 section. From here, let's press the green download button that will initiate the download itself. Before the download starts, you will be prompted to select a file location on your hard drive where the ISO image will be saved. So let's confirm the location so that the download can start. And let's wait till the ISO is fully downloaded to your PC. So as a next step, I'm going to proceed with installation of the VirtualBox application. In case you already have VirtualBox running on your PC, you can skip to the next chapter. VirtualBox can be downloaded from virtualbox.org website. Over there, you just navigate to Downloads section and select the platform where you intend to install the VirtualBox application. In this case, I'm installing on Windows 10, so I'm going to select Windows host. Then I will confirm the location where the application will be saved upon the download. After the download is finished, I will run the VirtualBox installer as an administrator and proceed with the VirtualBox setup wizard, and I will keep all the options in the default state. And right now, we are ready to set up our virtual machine that will run Ubuntu 23.10 version. So as a first step, we are going to create the virtual machine that will run Ubuntu 23.10 version. So here we need to provide the name of our virtual machine. When you will include actually Ubuntu keyword, the type and version will be auto-detected, otherwise you should type it down manually. The folder location is actually the folder where the virtual machine will be stored. You can change it or keep it as a default. Third option is to define ISO image, so we'll need to browse to the folder where we have previously downloaded Ubuntu 23.10 desktop version. And in this case, we are going to proceed with the manual installation, so we are going to check the checkbox with title Skip Unattended Installation and then continue to the next screen. Over here, we will calculate or define the hardware resources. So the minimum should be for Ubuntu 23.10 version 4 GB of memory, so RAM, and at least we need 4 CPUs. You should stay within the green bar to make sure you are not overutilizing your box. I'm going to select 16 GB of RAM and 4 CPUs and then continue to the next screen. Here we are going to define the size of the hard drive. So this is not going to be pre-allocated but used rather on demand as the drive expands. Here we need at least 25 GB for this Ubuntu. I'm going to use 50 GB. Then I will continue to the next screen, review the configured settings. If everything is alright, I will click Finish. Before starting the VM itself, I navigate to VM settings, to the display section, and I will boost the video memory to the max limits. I can optionally check the network settings and select the network adapter settings. So depending how I would like to reach the internet from this virtual machine, I would like to be behind the NAT, so I'm going to keep the default settings with NAT and hit OK. At this moment, we are ready to start with the installation. So let's press Start on virtual machine. And from the group menu, let's select Try or Install Ubuntu group menu option to start the Ubuntu installation wizard. So as a last step, we are going to proceed with Ubuntu 23.10 installation. So when the Ubuntu wizard kick in, it will ask you to choose the language of Ubuntu operating system and whether you would like to install or try Ubuntu system. Then you are prompted to select the keyboard layout as your preference, and you need to confirm how the virtual machine will connect to the internet, whether it is through wired or wireless device, or maybe this device doesn't have internet at the moment. Then I'm going to choose the default setting as default installation, which is more minimalistic installation, and optionally I will add installation of third-party software for graphic cards and Wi-Fi hardware, and I will also download and install support for additional media formats. For beginners, here I'm recommending erasing disk and installing Ubuntu. This option will auto-partition the hard drive. For more advanced users, I recommend manual partitioning, where you will select /var, /temp, /home, and /the root partition as separate like own partitions on the hard drive. So we are going to keep the default option with auto partitioning. Then we'll select the time zone where we are located. And then we'll set up the name of our account, adjust the computer name, and define for our user credentials like password. We need to confirm it. So we need to define it and confirm it to make sure that we didn't do any typo with the password. We can select the default theme, whether it is light or dark, and adjust the colors as necessary. And at this point, the installation will start, so the operating system and necessary packages will get downloaded. This will take some time, so you can grab coffee and come back later. At the end of the installation, you will get prompt to restart the machine and disconnect installation media, or you can just keep pressing the enter. Machine will reboot and it will automatically log on to the newly installed operating system, where you can log in with previously defined username and password, and you can start exploring and using Ubuntu 23.10 version. And that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you very much for your attention and see you next time.